Well, we took the CALYPSO out, tried to make a test pass, and this is what happened. I just put the wheels up here and forgot to bolt them down. So anyway, that's why they're like that. So what I want to do is go over kind of what the plan is for the CALYPSO Cologne and for the 65, because we have not forgotten about this car. It has taken a back seat at the moment, and I'm sure you guys have noticed that. I just want you to know that we've not given up on it. As you can see, we have been putting a lot of work, a lot of time into the green car to basically get it ready for Ford takeover, so that when we go, we don't have to worry about breaking the rear end. And well, pretty much that's about it. Everything else, there's a good chance it could break. But we want to make sure that this is good and secure, because regardless of whatever happens to the engine, transmission, you know, we want the rear end of the car to be basically built and ready to accept a better transmission, a better engine, and so on and so forth. And with that being said, what's left to do? Well, right in here, I have to come in, drill some holes, and then I'm going to put the plate in on the bottom. So typically your upper control arms have a plate that bolts into the top side of the car. You can weld it, you can do whatever you want to it. This has a brace that goes across the back of the uppers, so you don't have to do that. But the lowers on this kit require you to drill some holes and put the plates in. I don't even think I've ever shown you guys the plates. Let me show you that now. Here's the plates that we'll put on the lowers inside the car. So you just drill it out, pop your plates on, you're good to go. Here are your bolts. So that's what's next, and we just got to tighten everything down. Nothing under the rear end has actually been tightened. So all of this is still loose. Every nut and bolt is still loose. But we're going to tighten everything down and set the pinion angle on the car here pretty soon. So Joe Nate's going to come over and set the pinion angle for us. And I kind of know how to do it, but Joe Nate's a professional pretty much at that stuff. So we're going to let him do it and show you guys the correct way. Also, we're going to be putting an aluminum drive shaft in the car. And the old steel drive shaft will be perfectly fine. In a sense, maybe even better than an aluminum drive shaft. But I've got that pretty much brand new drive shaft that's in the Retro Fox, so we might as well go ahead and put it in this car. Outside of that, guys, that's about it. I'm going to put my new shifter in it, and I think we're done. We're just going to go do some testing and get ready for Ford takeover. If we don't blow the engine up in this car, we're going to come back and get started back on this one. So what are the plans for this car when we get back? Well, pretty much just finish up the rust areas. Still got some rust in here. For the most part, though, we're getting there. We've got a bunch of panels that we've already put in, and the only thing left really to do is weld up the tubs, finish that up, replace this over here, this piece, and got some back here. I just set the back glass in, but back here we got to finish this side up. I know it may seem like a lot, but honestly it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. Basically, when we get back, we want to get hot and heavy on this car, but we spent a lot of money here recently on all the modifications for the CALYPSO and obviously all this concrete out here. So we're not going to be able to push forward as fast and as hard as I really wanted to, but that's okay. We're going to take it slow on the 65, and we're going to make this thing right. So hopefully maybe we'll be driving this car, I don't know, maybe by spring of next year. I know, right? Spring of next year. Woo! That's not typical brutal fashion, but that's just the way it is. I mean, I want to remind you guys to, like, if you're getting tired of something, if you're getting bored with a project, and maybe you've got another car and you kind of want to start on it, I recommend that you start on whatever it is that you want to do. Shift your focus if you need to, because in the end, it all comes down to you staying motivated. What's the point of pushing forward on a car that you're just kind of, you've lost interest in, you're kind of tired of, right? What's the point of that when you really want to focus on this car? There's some cheap stuff you could do to this, or maybe just some time spent. So I recommend you guys jump back and forth. Switch focus if you need to, because you have to stay motivated. There's no point in losing motivation because you're stubborn or because you're worried about what somebody else is going to say. Look, we have jumped back and forth on builds constantly here, and we're going to continue to do that. But it's okay as long as you're getting shit done. So I get questions a lot of times about how can I support the channel? Like, is there anything else I can do? Can I send money? Can I donate? I don't really get into that, guys. It's not my thing. I like to give people something for their money. So with that being said, we do have a lot of new hats, guys. I'm not going to go inside and drag them all out. I'll show you some pictures. So go to shopbrutal.com and you can pick yourself up a really nice hat. We changed these up just ever so slightly. It's actually a little smaller and a little lower this time, but not much. Most people won't even recognize that. We changed it up a little bit. They are Richardson hats. They're the 112, so it's pretty much what everybody likes. So they fit really good. We will be bringing some gear with us for takeover. So if you guys just want to wait, we can do signatures, we can do any of that. So while we're walking around the yard, here's Andrew's truck out in the daylight, and it is absolutely filthy. Andrew is at Texas 2K right now, so he is living it up. He's been there all week long. So he bought this truck, and then like 2 days later, hauled butt to Texas to 2K. So that's pretty cool. As soon as he gets back, though, we're going to jump on this truck. We're going to do some buffing and try to fix that chip up there. Put some different wheels on it and a couple other things. We're going to make this truck nice. We're going to make this more like a daily driver type thing rather than a race truck. As far as my truck goes, I do want to bring you guys out here real quick to show you the difference in the tires. So remember, I was having an issue with the way that the front tires fit. Guys, I'm kind of over it now. I'm getting used to it. Looks pretty good. So anyway, you guys tell me what you think. These are those $500 tires that I got off of eBay. I absolutely love them. No vibration, none of that crap. And one other thing I want to address, that all the haters that were like, why would you buy cheap tires like that and like basically risk the lives of your family and friends? I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I don't entertain stuff like that. That's what's wrong with the internet today. That's why people feel obligated to go out and buy Pirellis and buy Michelins and shit like that, is because you browbeat them into thinking that these type tires aren't any good. There's not that big of a difference. These things have to meet certain safety ratings and everything else, and they do. This is actually a pretty popular tire, believe it or not. So stop all that hate. We don't do that here. If you guys don't like it, unsubscribe, leave, whatever. We don't do that here. That's not what this is about. We're not trying to shame people for what they buy. Same thing with the 4-lug brakes. We're going to get into that, guys. It's coming pretty soon. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of all the hate that people get because they don't do what you think they should do. I'm going to show you guys what we can do with 4-lug, and you can talk all that trash about the car not stopping with drum brakes in the rear. I'm going to show you that it will. This is not my first rodeo, guys. Don't think that it is. You've just never seen it on the channel. Also, bam! There we go. I'm not going to go any further with that, guys. I'm just going to leave that there. So we're going to get started on the CALYPSO probably maybe tonight or tomorrow. But I'll try my best to show you guys the ins and outs of installing the coilover kit on the strain shocks and also the lower reinforcements. So we'll go through all that. And guys, we're going to start being a lot more relaxed on the channel. We're going to start talking a lot more, just hanging out, okay? That's just the way it is. I love to talk. You probably are tired of hearing my voice, especially the way I sound right now, but I feel like I hadn't talked to you guys in so long. It's nice to be off, and I don't know, just I'm getting ready to get some shit done. I'm getting excited for takeovers right around the corner. So if you guys don't know, that's an event that Foxcast puts on. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, and I'll get back to you guys here pretty soon with some more work on the CALYPSO. Then we'll get this thing out and we'll start doing a little bit of testing with it and make sure that everything's kosher on it. But guys, it's getting that time. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Trust me, we're going to start bringing you a lot more content. We're going to get Andrew's truck out, play with it a little bit, and we may even do a CALYPSO versus Lightning video here pretty soon. So that'll probably happen here pretty soon. From a dig, he's going to absolutely rape me from a dig. From a roll, though, I think they're going to be pretty close. So we'll probably try that out. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.